We promised you a great day.
Great classic, a maker of
Andre, the giant of Mania.
everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is
The champ is here.
Hello and welcome everybody to Wednesday Night Wreckage. JR, go ahead and let him know what day it is.
Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It's Wednesday night.
Yes, JR, that is in fact what day it is. It is Wednesday night, 7 p.m. And you know what that means. It's time for the Wreckage to begin. So let's go ahead and get things started and jump right into this week's show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a hell of a card for you tonight. Starting things off tonight, we got John Cena taking on Eddie Guerrero. After that, we have Ricochet taking on Jimmy Uso. Following that match, we got Natalya and Rhea Ripley, Team WAP, aka the Bad Girls, our tag team champions, taking on Emily the Eliminator and the EST of Wednesday nights, Bianca Belair. After that, we have The Miz, the Awesome One, taking on the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. After that, we have the Viper, Randy Orton, taking on Mr. Austin Creed, Xavier Woods. After that, we have a rivalry match between Brock Lesnar and Seth freaking Rollins. These two have been going at each other the past couple weeks, and the rivalry has just been boiling over. After that, first time ever Family Feud match. The Rock taking on the head of the table, self-proclaimed head of the table, Roman Reigns. We will definitely find out who is the tribal chief of that one. And then in our main event tonight, these past couple weeks, AJ Styles and Stone Cold Steve Austin have been going at each other's throats, trying to settle their differences. It all started with AJ Styles 2 weeks ago taking out Stone Cold's competition during the main event, and Tommaso Ciampa beating him down and leaving him laying on the ramp. Then last week, they tried to settle the score in a tables match in which AJ Styles was able to put Stone Cold Steve Austin through the wood. Tonight is going to be an Extreme Rules match between the two to keep the rivalry going. So we will see who comes out on top of that. Let's go ahead and jump into our first match. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First match of the night. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, the Lime Green Warrior, John Cena.
Scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the non-stop wrestling champion, John Cena!
And his name is John Cena.
There it is, the illustrious Workhorse Championship floating in the air.
And his opponent from El Paso, Texas, weighing in at 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero!
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the first time these two are fighting each other in the one-man mafia wrestling organization inside the warehouse tonight. Let's see if Eddie Guerrero can lie, cheat, and steal his way to victory tonight. In real life, Raj, but not here in the video game. You were forever immortalized in a video game. Crowd torn down the middle. Let's go Cena, and Cena sucks chant starting things off. Here we go. Eddie Guerrero sending Cena for the ride. Absolute disrespect, rubbing those forearms into the face of Cena, followed up by an alley-oop powerbomb out of the corner. Deadlift, back suplex onto Cena. Eddie was looking for a combination, but Cena was able to reverse with a headlock. Hurricane Rana from Cena. Cranking on the neck of Guerrero. Drops the knee across the face. Looking for a huge right hand, but Eddie was able to fight out of it. As him hook drops Cena down with a DDT. Double boots to the midsection. What is going on here? Looks like Jimmy Uso's playing mind games on Eddie. Could be an opportunity for Cena to sneak out a win. Cena has Eddie up. Drops him across the top rope. Or maybe Cena had the mind games played on Eddie, trying to distract him, knowing he couldn't get a win over the Latino Heat. Eddie's got a hold of Cena's hand. What's he got planned here? Top rope arm drag. Luthez press from Cena. Raj thinking Cena's joining the bloodline. Springboard DDT from Guerrero. As Cena hook, snap suplex, keeps it locked in, looking for the three amigos. And nails all three onto Cena. Guerrero looking for the win. Cena able to escape at 2. Eddie looking to do some more damage from the top rope. Cena taking his time, trying to catch his breath. Eddie off the top. Cena catches him. Up on the shoulders. Attitude adjustment, center of the ring. Eddie's able to kick out at 2. Eddie made a mistake going to the top rope, giving John Cena time to catch his breath and know where he was. Capture suplex from Eddie. Eddie going up top again. Let's see if it works out this time. Frog splash from the top connects. 1, 2. Cena's able to kick out again. Cena has a hold of Eddie. Drops him up on the rope. Eddie able to fight out of it. Big uppercut from Eddie. Now it's Eddie's turn, giving Cena a tour of the ring. Eddie off the middle rope. Tornado DDT off the springboard. Looking for the win. Cena's able to kick out again at 2. Cena fights out. Off the rope, Cena comeback time. 1 shoulder tackle. There's another one. Protoplex delivered to Eddie. Going for the win. Eddie's able to get out at 2. Cena picks him up. Reverse suplex onto Guerrero. Cena pulling Guerrero away from the ropes. Eddie rolls him up. Sneak pin. 1, 2. Oh, not even a 2 count. Big overhand rights from Guerrero. A knee lift delivered to Cena. Working over the hands of Cena. Eddie going back up top again. Hits the frog splash again for the 2nd time. Will this be enough? Guerrero gets the win. Looks like it might have been Cena that told the guys in the truck to play the Usos music to try and distract Eddie. Did not work. Guerrero walks away with the victory. Outstanding opening match as we check out the highlights. There he is, Latino heating things up for Wednesday night Wreckage tonight. Congratulations, Eddie. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into our next match, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves a little commercial break. Don't go anywhere as Wednesday Night Wreckage rolls on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Wednesday Night Wreckage. We got our next match coming up between Ricochet and Jimmy Uso. This is going to be an outstanding match between these two high flyers. Here we go. Let's get into it. Oh, what's going on? They couldn't even make it to the ring. They must have started fighting during the commercial break. Big German suplex onto Jimmy. Spotlight guy having a hard time trying to keep these guys lit. Overhand right from Ricochet. Jimmy's able to dodge. Spine buster on the concrete. My goodness. Ricochet delivers a Hurricane Rana. Dropping the knee. Picks Jimmy up. Jimmy reverses and takes the legs out of Ricochet. Big overhand slap from Jimmy. Jimmy throws Ricochet into the ring. Jaw buster from Jimmy. Swinging neck breaker delivered. Ricochet is able to block it. Rolls through, delivers a Pele kick to the top of Jimmy's head. Exactly, Emily. Where is the ref? These two start fighting before the match even started. Big Hurricane Hurricane Rana off the top rope from Ricochet. Springboard, nobody home. Big forearm shiver delivered from Jimmy. Running neck breaker from Ricochet. Looking for a 450 splash again, nobody home. Hurricane Rana delivered. I guess they're just gonna let these two fight. Jimmy on the shoulders of Ricochet. Running Death Valley driver. Ricochet looking for the people's elbow. What is going on here? Standing moonsault delivered. And another one. Combinations delivered from Ricochet, looking for the springboard Pele, and it pays off. Jay delivers. Oh, was looking for that float over DDT, but Ricochet had it scouted, was able to reverse out of it. Ricochet, 630 splash off the top rope. My goodness. Looks like Jimmy's busted open. Springboard Phoenix splash. Jimmy's still got some fight left in him. Standing vertical suplex delivered to Ricochet. Neckbreaker again delivered from Jimmy. Now it's his turn to go to the top rope. Uso splash, but Ricochet has it scouted to get the knees up. Ricochet with his version of A-Town down. 630 splash, but Jimmy gets the knees up this time. DDT taking down Ricochet. Went for a clothesline, nobody home. Jimmy with a headbutt, picks him back up, delivers another one. And one more, taking down Ricochet. Going back up top. Uso splash connects this time and knocks out Ricochet. I guess unsanctioned match between the two. We never got a referee out here, but Ricochet was completely knocked out after that Uso splash. These two start fighting down the ramp during the commercial.
Here is your winner, Jimmy.
Little bit of a street fight between these two, I guess. Congratulations, Jimmy. Got some war paint on his face from getting bust open from that Pele kick from Ricochet. Congratulations, Jimmy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a huge match coming up next. We have a women's tag team match. But not just that, it's a women's tag team tables match between our current champions of Rhea Ripley and Natalya, the Bad Girls, aka Team WAP, taking on the Eliminator Emily Lutz and the EST of Wednesday nights, Bianca Belair. Let's go ahead and get this match loaded up. Raj going with the EST and the Eliminator. Tables matches are hard to call. Somebody could accidentally go through a match, or go through a table, excuse me, and that is the end of it. Gonna be a lot of close calls. Here we go.
The following contest is a tag team tables match and the women's tag team champions, Rhea Ripley and Natalya, the Bad Girls.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the current women's tag team champions. Last week in their match, they were effectively cutting the ring in half against their opponents and made it look easy.
And their opponents first, from Knoxville, Tennessee,
The tag team champions have a heck of a hill to climb tonight. Big challenge in front of them, and one of them making her way down to the ring right now is the EST of Wednesday nights, Bianca Belair. Here comes some more bad news for the Bad Girls. It's the Eliminator, Emily Lutz.
and from Cleveland, Ohio, the Eliminator, Emily.
As you can see, the table's right next to the ring. This one's gonna be a heck of a match, I can feel it. All the power in Emily. Be no problem for her just to pick up one of these women and toss them through a table. I wish it was a mansion, Raj. But anyways, into the start of the match. Here we go. Scoop slam delivered from Emily already onto Rhea. Senton splash. Looking for a leg drop, but Rhea's able to get out of it. Natalya working on Bianca over in the corner, delivering a double underarm suplex. Rhea returning the favor. Bianca tried to hit the body splash on Natalya, but she got her knees up in time. Rhea getting tossed onto the apron. Emily, oh goodness, just that quick, ladies and gentlemen. Rhea was on the apron. Emily delivers a stunner to Rhea and puts her through the table right there. Perfect shot.
Here are your winners.
Just that quick, ladies and gentlemen. Emily made short work of Rhea and Natalya tonight. Congratulations. That's got to be a 30-second match. That was insane. She ain't paid by the hour. You got that right, Raj. She said, let's do this and get back to the back. My goodness. I cannot believe how fast that went. Insane. This is the kind of action we look for on Wednesday Night Wreckage, people. Woo! I'm shocked at how quick that went. Anyways, rolling right along. We got our next match. The Miz taking on Sheamus. Raj over here coming up with catchphrases for Emily. We get some more viewers for this show. We might have to start coming up with merch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds, The Miz!
Emily was not messing around tonight. She said, "Get your ass out here. I got to introduce you to this table."
And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, weighing in at 267 pounds, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus!
Miz cannot be pleased with his opponent tonight. That is one man I would not want to step into the ring with. Yes, you are correct, Raj. The Bad Girls, aka Team WAP, are the women tag champs. We do have a pay-per-view coming up next week, I believe. I think perhaps Bianca and Emily might have just locked down that #1 contendership. Here we go, starting things off. Miz getting his moneymaker delivered straight to the top turnbuckle. The strength of Sheamus is just disgusting. Manhandling Miz, carrying him around like he's a child. Miz fights back to his feet, taking down Sheamus. Sheamus with a swinging neck breaker on the Miz. Miz able to take the legs out from Sheamus. Working over the hands. Sheamus with a huge running double axe handle. Trying to ruin that moneymaker that Miz likes to call his face. Miz looking to finally get some offense here. Sheamus sends Miz over to the top. Miz fights his way back in. Has him hooked. Miz able to reverse and chop block the big Celtic Warrior down. Hook Sheamus, has him up. Front suplex delivered. Sheamus picking the Miz up by his throat and tossing him across the ring. Sheamus going up top. What's he thinking here? Big elbow drop right on the money. Miz able to kick out at 2. Has him up. Celtic cross slam. Miz hits him with the running knee, looking to get a quick win. Sheamus is able to kick out. Miz locking in the figure 4 that Ric Flair passed the torch to. Is Sheamus going to be able to hold out? He's looking to reverse the pressure, and he does. Miz, you're right there by the ropes. You just touched it. Has him hooked again. Big power bomb on the Miz. Went for the brogue kick, but nobody home. Miz reverses. Miz has him hooked. Snap suplex delivered. Miz trying to drag him away from the ropes. Sheamus fights back. Big chop across the chest. Oh, big overhand right from Miz. Locks it in. Skull crushing finale. Is this going to be it? Sheamus able to kick out at 2.9 to 99. Miz going up top this time. Big body splash connects. Still only a 2 count. Gonna take a heck of a lot more than that to keep the Celtic Warrior down. Miz in the corner. Fights out. Sheamus bobbing and weaving, delivering a combination himself. Delivers that high knee to the face of Miz. Pulls him to the center of the ring. Looking for the win. Ooh, Miz barely gets his shoulder up. I think that was on instinct alone. Trying to break the arm of the Miz. Has him hooked. Irish curse backbreaker. And another one. My goodness. 3 of them in a row. Sheamus says he's done playing around. Miz trying to cover up with those big ham hocks of Sheamus making his way through the block. Oh, Miz is getting slower and slower getting that shoulder up. It's only a matter of time. Knee to the midsection. Kick right on the money. Is this gonna be it? 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Jesus. My thoughts exactly. Miz hits that running knee again. Trying to take out the Celtic Warrior. Is that gonna be it? Sheamus, with great ring awareness, knowing he's right next to the ropes, reaches out and grabs that bottom rope. Why waste the energy trying to kick out? Oh my goodness! Headlock driver. Sheamus fights to his feet again. Big chop from Sheamus. Hooks him, has him up. Celtic cross. Pulls Miz away from the ropes. What a veteran move. Is this gonna be it? What does Sheamus have to do? He's arguing with the ref. You gotta give it to Miz, man. Low DDT delivered. Miz delivering a neck breaker this time. Oh, here come the yes kicks. Looking to take Sheamus' head off, and he connects. Locking in a submission. Trying to break the arm of Sheamus. Miz up top again. Elbow drop to the heart of Sheamus. Is this gonna be it? Sheamus powers out of that. Miz waiting for him, calls him up to his feet. Turns him around. Skull crushing finale for the second time. Miz gets the win after the ass kicking he just took from Sheamus. I don't believe it. After the beating Miz took from Sheamus, Miz is able to hit a second skull-crushing finale to keep the Celtic Warrior down. Outstanding. You gotta give props to the Miz. I thought it was it after that bro kick. That hand was coming down for the 3, but he was barely able to get that shoulder up. It does look like Miz is making his way up the rankings. Outstanding. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is. We're rolling right through these matches. So before we get into that next one, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves another commercial break. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Wreckage rolls on after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, an outstanding night of matches so far. Wreckage rolls on into our next match. We have the Viper Randy Orton taking on Mr. Up, Up, Down, 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 excuse me, Austin Creed, aka Xavier Woods, aka Mr. King of the Ring, King Woods. That Tony Buccione guy doesn't need a title shot. I couldn't agree with you more. He's already got a wrestling company he just started. That's more than enough of what he needs. That eerie red light bathes the crowd. The mood always changes when we see this man on our screen.
One fall, making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Randy Orton looking like he means business tonight. But don't count out Xavier Woods. Once that man gets in the ring, he is all business. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, looking to spread the power of positivity.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 205 pounds, Xavier Woods.
Well, we already know who the crowd's going behind on this one. Here we go. First match between these two, and I'm excited for it. Two great wrestlers. Rubbing that forearm across the face of Xavier. Xavier fights his way back to his feet. Looking for that running knee, but nobody home. Belly to belly suplex on the Woods. Woods locking in a submission. Trying to end it early, but Orton's able to get back to his feet. Woods has him up. Orton fights out. Just ragdolling Woods. But Woods constantly fighting back to his feet, not making it easy for Orton. Big drop kick off the top rope. Another belly to belly, my goodness. Again, Xavier fights back to his feet. Springboard DDT. Looking for the honor roll. And nails it. We have not been able to see Xavier Woods hit that clothesline since we've started Wednesday Night Wreckage. He finally hits it, and he hits it on the Legend Killer. Only a 2 count, though. Big knee rocks Orton. Something big coming. Running pay dirt. Finds the mark. Going up top. Big elbow drop right across the chest. Oh, that hand was coming down for 3. I thought that was going to be it for Orton. Orton catches Xavier. Backbreaker followed by a sickle clothesline to the back of the head. Ooh, Orton looking for the punt kick, but thank God, Xavier got out of the way of that one. These two back and forth. Orton reverses. Stomp to the face of Woods. These two have an answer for everything that's getting thrown at them. Xavier going to the apron, now going up top. Calls Orton up. Another big drop kick to the face. Has him hooked. Package. Looking for that honor roll again. Oh, cannot connect with it this time. Orton reverses, has him up on the shoulders, and delivers a Samoan drop to Woods. Sending Woodsy for the ride. Sets him up top. Big move coming. Orton, what's he thinking here? He's got him hooked. Top rope RKO. Shoots the half. Looking for the win. The ring awareness from Woodsy. Knew he was right by the ropes. Orton pulls him away from the ropes this time. The vicious, vintage boots all the way around the body. Woodsy fights out. Hooks him. What a maneuver that was. Tied him up like a pretzel and then delivered a backdrop to him. Nails the elbow drop again. Orton's foot underneath the ropes. Measured kicks to the head of Orton. Woodsy says, we'll just do it again. Woodsy walking the ropes, looking for that drop kick, but Orton was able to reverse. Looked like Orton was getting ready to go for that RKO, but Woods was able to reverse. These two with the back and forth game, my goodness. Tornado DDT busts open Orton. Vintage Orton backbreaker. Center of the ring this time. Woods is able to kick out at 2. Puts Woods in the corner again. Is he looking for that super RKO again? It looks like it's same setup as before. This could be it. And he nails it again for the second time. Shoots the half. He's close to the ropes again. And he does the exact same thing. As much as a veteran as Orton is, he should know to pull his opponents away from the ropes. Woodsy fighting back. This man is like a pit bull. He will keep fighting. Orton trying to bust open Woods now and return the favor. After a flurry of punches, Orton trying to go for the win, and he does. He had to have knocked out Woods with that flurry of punches over and over. I got nothing bad to say about that match. Woods fought his ass off. 2 super RKOs, and Woods had the ring awareness to know he was right by the ropes. There it is, the 3 count after an absolute mauling of punches from Orton. Orton's gonna remember this match once he gets back there and looks in the mirror. Congratulations, Orton. Alrighty. Big match feel here. Rivalry match between these two. This has just been boiling over since these two found each other on the roster. We're gonna go ahead and jump into it. We have the Beast going up against the Beast Slayer and Seth freaking Rollins. Oh my goodness, I did not pay attention to this. Looks like we got ourselves a Hell in a Cell match. I did not see this in the match rundown. Surprises just keep coming. What's that? The call was made just 5 minutes ago at the end of Orton and Xavier Woods. The crew came out and started assembling the cell. Well, congratulations to these guys. They got it up incredibly quick. This man is such a beast. He is just walking through the cage. Unless this game glitched and that cage isn't supposed to be there. Whatever, we'll roll with it. And here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Personality. The visionary, the revolutionary, Seth freaking Rollins.
And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth Rollins!
I am not sure if this cage is supposed to be here, but we will find out once the bell rings. Crowd behind the Beast. All right, here we go. Let's see if this is actually going to be a Hell in a Cell. Standing toss suplex from Brock. Seth reverses the big right. Gutbuster onto Brock. Big German suplex onto Seth. These two have so much history between each other. Yeah, there you go, Raj. Seth catches the arm. Chops to the chest from Seth freaking Rollins. Brock fights his way back to his feet. Has him up. Seth reverses. Has him hooked. Snap suplex onto the beast. Piston-like rights to the side of Brock's face. Combination lighten up Brock. Hooks him again. Brock's able to fight out of it this time. Double leg takedown. Big right across the face of Seth. Seth has him hooked. Pedigree onto Lesnar. Kick to the gut. Could be going for the stomp. And he nails it on the Brock and busts him open. Too close to the ropes, though. The Beast is seeing red, especially being busted open after that stomp. Drops Seth across that top turnbuckle, picks him up by the throat, and tosses him. Those mounted hammer fists. Brock wants to return the favor and bust open Seth. There's one. Looks like we're taking our trip to Suplex City. And there's the third one, dropping him high on the neck. Brock trying to pull him away from the ropes. Rolls him over, looking for the win. Only a 2 count. Seth's able to stay alive. Oh my goodness! Repeated shots to the face. Gut wrench, overhead suplex. And another one. My goodness gracious. Calling Seth to his feet. This could be it. Has him on the shoulders. F5 delivered right into the pin. Oh, Seth was able to stay alive. Tosses him out of the ring. Are we going to get some cage action now? No, we're not. Straight back into the ring. Seth reverses, drops Brock down to his face. Looking for that knee drop, nobody home. Brock has him up again, but Seth's able to get off his shoulders. Hooks him again. Second pedigree. Is this gonna be it? Only a 2 count. Snake eyes across the top rope. Armbar leg lock. Submission locked in. Is Seth gonna tap? He's holding on to it for a long time. Seth's able to break out of it. But how much damage has been done to that shoulder and leg? German suplex, head bouncing off that bottom turnbuckle. Hoists him up. The second F5 delivered right into the pin. There it is. Brock Lesnar adds another win to his record. We didn't get to see any Hell in a Cell action, but still a good match nonetheless. There's the replays. I had no idea we were going to have a Hell in a Cell match. I didn't even see it hanging from the rafters earlier. After that second pedigree, I thought that might have been it for Seth.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
Another win for Brock. Moves him ever so slightly up that title list. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we jump into this next match, first time ever, Samoan head of the table tribal chief is up for grabs in this match. We will find out who is the head of the table, but we're gonna have to wait till after this ad break, so make sure you don't go anywhere. We got a big match coming up. I'll see ya in 90 seconds. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are down to our two final matches of Wednesday Night Wreckage, and they are a big two monster matches. The People's Champion, The Rock, taking on the self-proclaimed head of the table in Roman Reigns. Let's find out who the true tribal chief is.
If you smell what The Rock is cooking.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
It doesn't matter what your name is.
The Rock having a bit of back and forth wins and losses here. Tony Buccioni making his debut against the People's Champion, getting a win over the Great One, starting a potential rivalry with the People's Champ. Then last week, The Rock had a match against KO, but he was able to get the win over the prize fighter in a hard-hitting match. I thought Kevin Owens might have taken the win after about 2 or 3 stunners on the People's Champ, but The Rock was able to come out on top. And here comes a man who's been on a bit of a roll here, a win streak here on Wednesday Night Wreckage. Self-proclaimed head of the table, Roman Reigns. He's looking around for the bloodline, but this ain't WWE.
His opponent from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns!
Acknowledge me!
That's right, big man. You're gonna have to fight your battles on your own here in the warehouse on Wednesday nights. Family feud happening tonight. Joe versus Dwayne. Big fight feel on this one. Rock looking ready as ever. Crowd not behind Roman in this one. Rock coming out with a head of steam, delivering those rights and lefts. Laying the smackdown on Roman in the corner. Deadlifts the Rock. Delivers a gut-wrench powerbomb. Mounted punches, laying out the Rock. That one could have knocked his lights out. Rock looking for a clothesline, but Roman was able to cover up. Knee to the midsection. Kick to the gut. Hooks him. Rock's able to fight out. Looking for that clothesline again. Still nobody home. Just manhandling the Rock. Drags him away from the ropes. Looking to end the night early. Only a 1 count. Gonna take more to take down the People's Champ. Big headbutt from the bald head of Dwayne. Looking for a running clothesline, but the Rock was able to cover up this time. DDT! Rock going up top. Big elbow off the top rope, looking to end it here. Only a 2 count. The Rock is surprised by that one. Pulls him away from the ropes again. Went to pick him up, but Roman knocks him down. Headbutt in return from Roman. Mounted punches again. Kick to the gut, and another. As the Rock up on his shoulders, the Rock fights out. Backbreaker to Roman. Rock pulling Roman away from the ropes this time. Locking in the sharpshooter. Center of the ring. Can Roman get out of it? He does, he reverses it. These two are family. They gotta know each other so well and know how to reverse everything from each other. Another headbutt delivered from the People's Champ. Capture suplex from Roman. Looking to end it. Only a 1 count again. Lifts him up. Locks in the guillotine on the Great One. Rock, you're right by the ropes. Just reach out and grab it. No, he powers up and tosses Roman off. Hooks him. Standing vertical suplex. Picture perfect. Rock returning the rights to Roman's face. And a few more. Roman trying to cover up. Rock going up top again. Body splash this time, finds the mark. Only a 2 count. Superman punch out of nowhere, drops the Rock. I thought that was gonna be it. That Superman punch comes out of absolutely nowhere. Roman calls up the Rock. What's he thinking? Locks in that guillotine again. He wants to make the Great One tap out. Rock's in there for quite a while. The Rock may be out. Roman lifts him up. Kick to the gut. Big headbutt taking down the Rock. Rock rolls through. Rock trying something. Doesn't look like he knew exactly what he was going to do. Spine buster. Center of the ring. Could it be time for the most electrifying move in sports entertainment today? The People's Elbow. Drilling the point of that elbow into the heart of Roman, and he gets the win. Roman unable to claim his spot as head of the table. The Rock says, you've had a hell of a run, kid, but you ain't the tribal chief until you go through me. And The Rock just proved it right there. I thought it was over after that Superman punch right there.
Here is your winner, The Rock!
Congratulations, Rock. What? What's this? It's the one-man mafia. Trying to take advantage of a beaten down Rock after his match. These two have history ever since Tony's debut. Front choke slam onto the Rock. Overhand right dropping the Rock. What's going on here?
It doesn't matter what your name is.
Tossing him around the ring. The Rock just had a match. Tony's got him goozled. Big punch to the midsection. Picks up the Rock. Was looking for that code of silence finisher. The Rock was able to push out of it, but gets a sidewalk slam for his troubles. What are you doing, Mafia? Tony came out here just to take the celebration away from the Rock.
Damn!
That's despicable. Apparently there's some unfinished business between The Rock and Tony. We'll have to find out next week. But here it is, ladies and gentlemen, our main event for the second week in the row. AJ Styles taking on Stone Cold Steve Austin. They've upped the danger in this one tonight. We went from a tables match from last week to an Extreme Rules match tonight. But as you know, with it being our main event, there's only one person that can introduce it. Michael Buffer, let us hear it one more time.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
This man has a lot of beef with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Will not leave the rattlesnake alone. Has just been going after him week after week. He got the win over Stone Cold last week in the tables match. But Stone Cold says he wanted some retribution, and he says, let's have a no DQ Extreme Rules match. And here he comes, JR. Go ahead and tell us who it is.
Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold doesn't look like he's shaking it all after taking the loss last week, after being kicked through the table. He's back and ready to teach a lesson to AJ Styles.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Necklock suplex onto Stone Cold. AJ knows he ended up following it up with a neck breaker. AJ knows exactly what he's doing. He knows that surgically repaired neck of the rattlesnake has a huge target on it, and AJ is going right for it. Rights to the face of Austin. Springboard moonsault. AJ not wasting any time. Only a 1 count. Pele kick. Right to the back of the neck of Austin. Now working over those surgically repaired knees. AJ going up top. Frog splash, but Stone Cold had it scouted. Stone Cold looking to build some momentum here. Taking the legs out from Austin. Drop kick to the side of the head. AJ is definitely working over that neck. Everything AJ has been throwing at Austin has been targeted at the knees and at the neck of Stone Cold Steve Austin. This could be an early night for Austin. Stone Cold rolls out, looking to find an equalizer. AJ goes up top. Who's gonna make the first move? AJ with a crossbody off the top to the outside. AJ cranking on that neck. My goodness, AJ is like a surgeon right now. He knows exactly what to do. Picking up the kendo stick. Stone Cold with the Luthez press, delivering those rights to AJ. Stone Cold's got the stick now. He's whipping AJ like a government mule. Flying forearm takes down Austin again. Tosses Austin back in the ring. AJ taking his time. Austin back out again. Joins AJ back in. Springboard reverse DDT again to the neck of Austin. And another one. AJ had a game plan when he came out here tonight. He says, Stone Cold's got that bad neck. Guess what I'm going after? And he just nailed the phenomenal forearm. Stone Cold barely gets his shoulder up. 2.999. AJ calls him up. Stone Cold finally fighting back. Stone Cold Stunner out of nowhere. Is that gonna be it? AJ kicks out. Stone Cold rolling out again. Stone Cold brings a chair into the ring this time. But AJ is right there to deliver another reverse DDT, calling Stone Cold up again. Second phenomenal forearm finds the mark, right into the pin. Stone Cold's able to kick out again. AJ getting furious with the referee. Stone Cold locked in a submission here. AJ really cranking back. Stone Cold finally is able to get out of it, but AJ has found that chair, wedges it into the corner. This can only be bad news for Stone Cold. AJ going up top. Went for that 450 Phoenix Splash leg drop off the top, but Stone Cold was it. Tried to roll it out of the way, but caught a little bit of it. Arm lock, vertical suplex. Stone Cold grabbing another kendo stick. Went to use it on AJ, but AJ delivers a backdrop to the rattlesnake. Kick to the gut. Pump handle gut buster onto Austin. Has him up. My goodness, the damage being done to the rattlesnake's neck. AJ is non-stop working on that neck of Austin. I'm concerned for the rattlesnake, but he still continues to fight back. Stunner again out of nowhere. Right into the cover. AJ kicks out again at 2. Into the corner. Knees to the midsection. Tosses him out. Stone Cold doing a little bit of jabberjawing. Chop block to the bad knee of Austin. Phenomenal forearm for a third time. Busts open Stone Cold. This is gonna be it. It has to be. AJ Styles. 2 wins in a row over Austin. AJ Styles had a game plan when he came out tonight. He says, this man's stupid enough to make an Extreme Rules match. He goes, I'm going to make him regret that decision. I'm going after your neck, Austin. I'm going after it all night long. That's exactly what he did. Stone Cold had 2 moments of hope during that match. The only offense he really got in was his 2 stunners that he delivered. I thought maybe he was going to be able to pull it out, but he was unable. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. It seemed like last week's episode took forever to get through. Tonight was a little bit more easy to bear. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. It is always my pleasure to commentate these matches for you. You guys will have to tune in next week and see the fallout from this week. Actually, I think next week might be a pay-per-view. Stay tuned. We'll see what's going to happen. Of course, a couple shout-outs as always. Back in the Day with John and Jay podcast. A hilarious podcast where they review 80s and 90s movies and fill the whole episode with raunchy comedy. Makes me laugh every day at work. And of course, Joe Crawford for the custom artwork he made for my channel that you see during the starting of the stream and during the ad breaks. Thank you so much, Joe, for that. If you missed any of the matches, make sure you type in One Man Mafia on YouTube right here. Right here. Type in One Man Mafia on YouTube. I post all the replays so you don't miss anything. And like I said before, I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Tune in next Wednesday, 7 p.m. to see if we got ourselves a pay-per-view. And if we do, it's going to be an insane night of matches. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. I love you, and have a good night.